All right. Good morning in game and in real life actually. But anyway, good morning. We're back, and here's the deed. Um, if you watched the last video, you'll know I've made a ton of progress. um, Lots of digging, lots of planting, lots of picking sprouts and replanting. Um, and I'm loving how this is turning out so far. It's turning out great in my opinion. Um, so let's see, where do I want to start? So this is from here. You can see where my mouse is. From here over is what I had done or had dug out in the last video. Now I've turned it into some farm plots with the blueberries on the sides. Both of them are that way. That's just how I like to do that. I like to use every tile as efficiently as possible to the point where we got farm, we got more harvest over here, and then we've got hedges just to really use that space and make it look nice. Um, Concreted around or cobblestone around the pit, like I said. I haven't made my wall yet because I've been preoccupied with animal husbandry, which you can see these are the pins that I made. I talked about that in the last video. They ended up being quite a bit too small. So we've got the breeder pins here, and then we have the main pin here, which is what I was working with for a while. But then I found a bunch of animals, and I built these. These were a little bit, so these two big ones I built first, and they actually, you'll see a walkway right here in a minute. But I had all the animals, these horses, these sheep, all these were in here, and that was still too small, so I split them back up, and I added these breeder pins. So, oh man, this guy died last night. Dang it. But anyway, I added these breeder pins to give some more space for these pins, so we can. There's bear. That's nice. Um, so we can have space out here. I added these breeder pins. So my deed goes right out to about just the edge of this pen right here. My neighbor, we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll get over there. I'm hoping this bear will fight my Templar. And not me, but here's the building that I'm working on. It's going to be 3 levels. This, so pretty much it's going to be arches to come out here. So we'll do a T arch and another arch here, and then do the roof because I can't do a 4-floor or 4-story yet. So, but I like this because I can actually see the whole thing from here. But let's go down. Here's the floor. Initially, I was going to do an all open floor here, so none of this it was intended. So that's why I did ladders, because they're easier to destroy. But I'm changing that. We're going to have this as usable space instead of a wide open space. And all these are going to be floors. And then we're just going to have the ladder going up. This is the cooking area. Pardon the mess. I have so much stuff. Just so much. And one of the deeds nearby had expired, so I rescued his hard work, and that's why a lot of this is out here right now. Let's get some water. But all this will be hopefully organized before I make another video. Let's go down to the pen. So here's the farm up close. It's a little walkway up. This is the other side of the farm. And this one's smaller because of the deed limitation here. I can't go this direction because of the coastal breeze deed. In fact, the only direction I can expand is east here toward the water, which is unfortunate because every time I expand more of the deed is underwater. So at some point, as I grow this thing out, so like all this is underwater, and every time I expand, all of this is gonna be underwater. So let's get a horse so that we're not so slow. I can't believe that died, dude. Dang it. Dang it. Alright. Come on. Come on. Okay. So yeah, the long-term goal for me is to specialize in animals. So that's why I have so many. In like 2 or 3 days, I've gotten to 21 animal husbandry, which is not horrible, I don't think. And you spend, an hour shearing all your sheep and grooming everything. It's not horrible. So yeah, I go out to here ish. Let's see. Yeah, so right here's mine. And the only direction I can expand is this way. And my neighbor, who, if you remember from the last video, I settled here. Let's see what the alliance is saying. Okay, he's just getting off. He didn't have a token, so I had originally settled like right here. I was gonna pick it there. Anyway, I had originally settled like right here, and I was hoping his stuff would decay and whatnot because I didn't know that he was active. Then he came back and he learned about tokens, so we put his token right here. And the problem with that is it's so close to my expansion route that I cannot at all expand south. So like this is, yeah, so this right here is in his perimeter, but my deed's right there, so I need to go this way. And we tried to fix it. We spent like an hour and a half trying to resize his deed and stuff, but it ended up being exactly what I thought it was, which was his token is too far to the west side here. And so there's no way that I'm going to be able to expand west unless he disbands and just moves his token like right over here. So if he would move his token right here, he could own up to like the hill here, and I could still expand south and east. But right now, the only direction I can go is east. Because if I go north, I'm in the ocean. If I go west, I'm blocked by that deed. If I go south, I'm blocked by this deed. So my only expansion options are out to here. And this is another thing that, like, I don't think he's fully understanding the, because he's a new player, and I tried to explain it to him, but I don't know. I think there's a language barrier or something because he's from somewhere else. We have like a big time difference in our login schedule, so we didn't want to even see. I've not seen him in a long time, but he built this farm, and it's not in his deed because his deed doesn't go this far. Let's see where it starts. He's like 10 short. Yeah, so his is right here, and all this is out, which is unfortunate. And I tried to explain to him, like, yeah, dude, none of this is gonna stay anyway. So you gotta like either deed it or not, and if you deed it, then I can't expand anywhere. And I don't think he was really following, and he wasn't willing to disband and move his token over so that I could go south. So I ended up expanding this way so that my perimeter could, save this spot for me, because I really I didn't want to have no options, and it just kind of sucks that this direction is my only option because all this clay is pretty much unusable. I don't need 6 clay tiles, but whatever. Anyway, let's go around here and take a look. I love the way that I have my trees done here. Can I get up here? There we go. So we got our cherry tree walkway here. You can see the pattern I did. We got packed dirt right here for now, but we're doing like brick tree, and it just looks really nice and clean. Spreads it out, gives it that neat and tidy, like wide open look that I like. Over here, we just did a simple tree line for the lemon trees, and I like how it steps down too. It's like a tiered system. So here's the sheep pen. This was all bare before. This is a cluttered mess. This is probably the most organized spot so far, and it's not organized at all. It's bad. Eventually I'll have this tidied up and moving for efficiency. So these were my initial breeding pens. I was just going to do breeding pens here, and it ended up being just nowhere near enough space for the type of skill gains that I needed. So I got all these animals, found them, brought them back here, and I've just been grinding away at that. Let's go to this angle. There's a little walkway here to get to the pens. It's all farmland in there too, so it's multitasking. Continue the lemon trees with a break in the road, so that's going to look pretty cool when that's all grown up. Now, if you'll remember, in the last video, right over here, I said the words, I'm just going to pick a spot and dig, and I did exactly that, hoping that I would hit rock for a mine, because it's pretty, I was on this level, okay, so it's pretty, you would think you would hit rock before that, but I didn't, and that's like a 56 slope or a 46. It's a deep slope, and I didn't hit rock until right here, and it's like it's so underwater, like the water level is way below. It's pretty ridiculous. So I'm waiting on that to cave in. I'm hoping it does, so that I can fill this in and have it be usable space. And then we're going to come over here, which is, it's just crazy how deep that dirt goes. But we're going to come over here, and what we're going to do is I think I'm going to take out these trees here, and we're going to make an entrance to a cave right here, and hopefully I can hit dirt before 40 tiles. So it'll either be over here, or we'll do it over here at the edge of the deed, because I want the goal with the cave or the mine, I want it to be usable space underneath the deed, and with all that water there, I don't know if I'm going to get that fortunate, because I would like to have a mine on deed, but I don't know. But anyway, here's the other angle. There's that, where we started over there. Let's just do a ride down. Got my kiln unfinished. A bunch of stuff. Just go down here. This is just a junk pile. And a bunch of pots that I need to get planted. And it wraps around. And see, that was kind of the goal with this deed, is I wanted it to be super easy to navigate. Because you'll see in my next video, I want to do a tour of the area. So all of my alliance is over here, and I want to tour most of these. And some of these are not easy to access. They're kind of confusing and really, in my opinion, cluttered. But for reality, I think their deeds are more efficient for skilling and getting things done. Mine is pretty much all aesthetic at this point, and that's pretty much what I'm going for, is aesthetic and utility for the animal husbandry. Because this right here, I'm also going to make that into pens for animals at some point. Once these hedges grow up and the animals can't escape, I'm going to put some gates here, some fencing and gates, and we'll have some more animals here. And we'll do the same thing over here. Get hedges all around so they can't escape, and it still looks good. And then we can have a few more sheep or something in here, or some like bad horses or something. And now the last thing, which is what I'm most proud of and most excited for to see done, is the highway. Similar to the cherry road, I did this with apple trees, and these are rounded cobblestone, and it's just a pattern, your basic 2-lane highway, but then it's got the pattern for the trees, and it's so clean and so nice. And then we're going to do sand so nothing grows here, and build it up on either side, and it's just going to be so clean and wide open, and that's an aesthetic that I like, and I hope it's able to stay that way, because again, there's a spider too, good lord, all this stuff around here. Because again, our neighbor's got his deed out to here. I think his perimeter is pretty close. Let's see. Yeah, so his perimeter is out to here, so I should be able to clear and build this highway. I really hope he doesn't decide to keep coming west, because that would really ruin things, it really would. But anyway, I have to build this highway all the way out to here, which is a very far run, very far. So what we're doing for that is, one of my alliance members is casting Wind of Ages, I think is the name, Wind of Ages, on some hatchets for me, so that my alts can tear through this quickly, or quicker, we'll say. Oh, there's a wolf. But that's going to take some time, but it's going to be so clean and nice when it's done. I'll show you here what the aesthetic is and how it's being done. Pretty much I'm just cutting the trees, obviously, and then we'll dig out. Do I have a shovel on me? No, I don't. We're clearing the trees, and basically I dig out. I'm not changing the slope going north and south, but east and west. Pretty much I'll do 4 lines flat, and then it'll just kind of hug the coast and be nice and clean. It's going to be a huge project, but I think it's going to be the best looking highway on Harmony. I mean, I've not seen one this clean, and I've been far. I've been down to Heartland, and I've been right about to here. I've been to Heartland, and I've been right out about to here. So this whole area, and then all this over here I've been to. So big circle. Actually, you know, I've been to Harmony Bay too, so I've actually been much further than that. So, and I've not seen anything this clean looking. It's all a lot of basic 2-lane highways, which is fine. It works. It's the you know, standard, but I like this look so much more. And what I think I'm going to do is go along here and do cedar trees on the other side of this sand, just so it's got a little bit more open and clear for animals, so they can actually see what's happening. So yeah, all cedar trees right here. And then along this side, since I can't do anything on the west side, I'll plant a huge farm of trees for harvesting. And you'll see in the next video, another guy had done something similar in the past, but he's quit, and that forest is still there for harvest purposes, but it's not being maintained, and I worry that one day someone's just going to come along and chop it down because they don't know the game. You know, they're going to see the maple trees and think, ooh, I need maple wood, you know. But anyway, you know, that's it, man. That's the deed for now. Lots of progress has been made, and really excited to see what happens. Really excited to get my animal husbandry up and get some really solid horses bred out. Start taming some hell horses or something. And yeah, just seeing all this stuff grow in and get paved, and it's a lot of work, a lot of time, but I'm excited for it. That's the update. And yeah, the next video I'll be doing a tour of this whole area right here. It's pretty much everyone in our alliance, so you'll get to see sort of who's here and get to know some of the stories and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, next time you see me, we're going this way, checking out this deed.